Okay, half a day, everyone. Welcome to EMC Squared's fourth episode of our advisor series. Before we get started, I would like to welcome our guest speaker for today, Dr. Jaeyong Choi. Just a short introduction, Dr. Choi is an assistant professor of mathematics. His research area is ergodic averages, which is under functional analysis and probability. Dr. Choi is one of the mentors for the EPSCoR Summer Math Research Program. Um, so hence, without any further ado, we would like to thank you for coming and let us now hear from Dr. Choi.
Thank you. Can I start? Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Jaeyong Choi. So I really appreciate to have this kind of chance to speak to students out of math, actually about my college life today. So thank you, Young Square, again, and then thank you for coming today as well. So today, I'm gonna talk about me first, and then I try to introduce how I spend my college life, and then the end I try to give you some tips or some kind of give you some direction how you can manage your college life better. After that, I'm gonna have the Q&A session. So first, actually, I got my bachelor degree in South Korea, Korea University in mathematics. After then, I just applied PhD program directly. Actually, I met the honor professor in SUNY Albany, and then because of him, I can apply to there, and then I can get the little bit easier attendance and acceptance with the assistantship, and then from there, I just finished the PhD, but in the middle of my PhD program, I applied the master's degree. So I got the master's degree and PhD degree both at the University at Albany, SMU. And then luckily after I got my degree at 2016, and I have 1 year kind of the adjunct period. And for the UOG, I joined the UOG from the 2018. So this is my 5th year, and then I'm getting used to be staying on farm. And then recently, I just one of mentor for the summer math research experience program. So I'm gonna introduce about this research program in the end of my presentation. So this is my kind of short my experience, but today I really concerned about what can I present to students about what. I mean, I don't want to speak about the math for 1 hour, so that's why I try to considering about what I can give you and then what you guys expect to hear. So that's why I tried to explain about how I spend my college life. And then actually for the left-hand side, this kind of the pictures give you the right picture is my master degree kind of picture, and then my PhD degree picture on the left, and the bottom is the picture at the UOG. So this is kind of my pointed progress pictures. And now, let me talk about my college life at Korea University. Basically, the Korea University is one of the top universities in South Korea. And then I'm really proud of my university. And then there are many activities that we can enjoy, but at the moment, I can just point out something here. First, about the club activity. The name is Access, which is this baseball team, but it's gonna be the next slide. And also I do keep trying to take the math competition. Even my freshman year, I have no idea about the college math, but I keep trying. And then whenever in my senior year, I actually get some award and then use this award for my career. And then also using the kind of the break I just tried to travel the world. So, so first, my long trip was in the second year in my college, and then I traveled 5 weeks and all around the kind of Central Europe. So that's why I put all the names: Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, Switzerland, United Kingdom, Austria, Italy, and Czech, and Hungary, Japan. I forgot to put the France as well, but yeah. So I traveled all around there, and then just next to Japan. I mean the next to Korea, which is Japan. So that's my travel story, but I I really recommend you to make some chance to go out of there. So first, the first actor, the club is Access. It's a baseball team, and then actually I was one of the outfield player, but on my senior I also be a manager, and then this kind of the baseball team is a little bit different style of the kind of sports team because all the members are in the similar kind of same division people. Like basically they start from the only the mathematic major people, but later there's some change of the system. We accept the other chemistry or biology or those kind of people as well, physics as well. So we do have, but they are all under the science college, I mean College of Science. So actually for the this baseball team, even we usually start from our class start from 9 a.m. Then we meet at 6:30 or 7, and then we just practice together. And then after having breakfast together, and then go to the class. So those kind of the system give you the more stronger relationship, and then we really enjoy the baseball. Even I also never played baseball at the beginning, but at the end, I just knew about all the read record or just the write record, also the all the rules there. And then like here in the picture, I'm here in the left side of the people, but this is all people are kind of the my seniors or they're kind of freshmen or younger people more there, but they're very strong kind of the social relation, even I mean out of the baseball kind of sports playing. So these kind of people give you the kind of the my most enjoyable time during the college life, and then that those people make me the can I can enjoy this college life more. And then unfortunately there's not too many pictures here, but I have the kind of how can I say my best memory in college life is all with all these kind of people. So you can also just join some specific club, and then you can work. I mean, active the I mean the how to say work actively, and then they give you the very good experience, and then it helps to make a better social relationship or also get the more idea about the later. And even you guys after graduation keep connect with people, and they're also very good kind of the advantage to for your life. And then the next part is I also do join the 2 or 3 soccer teams, and then play soccer. And then also I've been try with the robot football competition. Or in that time, I just can make a team with the other departments, like computer science with or the other people as well. And then for me in major, I try to calculating some little bit algorithm, and then computer science people can make some coding, doing coding, and then for that time we try to kind of the during the take the bus during the night time, and then that also very good kind of the good experience and good kind of interesting trip in my sophomore as well. After then, also the mathematics competition for that part also, I gonna make a study group for 4 or 4 to 5, and then we make the regular time, meeting time, and then we try to keep attacking previous competition problems, and then that actually helped to the preparing competition. But this is a very out of the curriculum. So, but also just I understand that the follow the curriculum is the basic, but only that part give you the minimum. But to make a better your college life, I think that you need some challenge yourself. But the challenge give you the some academic challenge also is other part, non-academic challenge also as well. That would be good part. But for that part, you can find some competition on campus or outside campus and try to search. You're not, but the thing is that those kind of parts, no one lets you kind of encourage to participate or apply those kind of competition. You have to find and then you or search what you have interest, and then wherever you want to do something, then just try to find that part. And then also there's also workshop part, which is like I try to go for the some workshop from the some online community. They time to time they make some presentation or lecture or those kind of the talk. Then I try to join and try to listen and try to follow their activity. Also, sometimes I try to follow some photographers' music. So like there is some announcement. So we our group go to somewhere and then go together and take a photo and then something like that part. Then I try to join there and then I learn how to take a photo or how we can manage their picture or their how can they adjust or the change edit the picture or those kind of part. Also I learn from there and that very kind of helpful. Also the meet people and enjoy talk and then they're kind of good experience. And then kind of I'm like a kind of outside playing. I mean I put here tennis, bowling, skiing, snowboarding, windsurfing, and dance sports and golf. All those parts, what it is, what they are is I took the courses of them. I took tennis class, I took bowling class, I took skiing, snowboarding, windsurfing, dance, sport. All the classes actually my university offer those kind of items. And then I can take only the 5 credit from there, but I keep kind of the send to the instructor that, oh, I cannot, I mean, I already took all 5 credit, but I really want to take your course or something like that. And then I auditing the each kind of the class. And then even I took the tennis before, then I just go jumping the one more and then keep trying. Kind of, I do make my exercise practice or something like that. So, and then for the skiing or snowboarding, actually they have some camp. So then I just if I my friends taking the course, then I ask to my friend to get the instructor's contact and then send it. Okay, my friend is taking your course, and I want to join your group together or something like that. And then I go together, camp, go to camp, and then meet the people and enjoying this kind of snowboarding or skiing, and that really nice. So actually, these kind of part, I always basically I do take on math courses only because my most favorite classes is math classes. So I try to taking the all the math classes the college offer, but That's why I took the math classes more than 70 credits, which is the minimum general courses other than all the credits from the math. So like that part, I just really interested in the math classes, and that's why I keep doing the math and then also find some activity related to math. But after graduation, I kind of still thinking about, oh, I should try to do this more or that more. So, and it's here, I kind of doing math or playing sports. That's a whole my kind of college life, basically. But there are the socials and the sports, and then with the kind of the club activities there. So this is how I just spend my the college life busy, and then even here I also do some part-time job, but they're the kind of the minimum part. But like this way, you can do all those kind of activity because of you're young and then you're in college, so you can find some outside activity, not just staying in the library and then only just staying on in front of the task and then as a kid look at your paper on that. But for that part, and then also I just mentioned that before here, second part was a travel part. So here I put some pictures. Like first the Heineken brought it's in Netherlands. There's Heineken factory. But unfortunately, why I picture this kind of building is whenever I visit there, the factory is closed. So that's why I can't just take a photo of the building only. But other than that, there are all Switzerland. I just go to the top and then Austria. And then at the time that was right before the German World Cup, whenever I visit Germany. So that's why I try to visit the stadium and follow the and this kind of bear, and then I do my snowboarding here, and then I also visit the Italy, Rome, and then Pisa, and then Hungary, the Czech, and also the bottom two picture is the about the whenever I Japan visit the Japan case, and then above there was the UK, United Kingdom, the London pictures. So at the point, this is kind of my first long trip, 5 weeks. It's a really challenge. And then you can find that that all the kind of not many type of the my clothes. Actually, kind of 2, 3 clothes are old, and then because this is 5 weeks trip, I cannot bring all the kind of clothes, and then I have to minimize my package, and then time I just buy my clothes at there and then just wear and then try to change the another kind of clothes something like that way. And then and that time actually recently we do bring the smartphone, and then we can see on the Google Map or the using the Wi-Fi. But in that time there's no smartphone. So I have to find all the way using the map, paper map. And then because of that, there I always lost the way and then try to come back to the previous the road or street. And that was kind of challenging part, but it was also fun. And then since my first the foreign country trip, so at the time was not fluent English as much as now. So kind of we keep trying. I just go with my friends and then we keep talk each other on me. But at the time, I wish next time I visit here, then I try to kind of study English more and then try to make more friends during um, the trip, something like that. But and then also I at that time I wish next time I visit or I make a trip, this kind of thing, then I gonna do with my girlfriend or my wife. And actually I made it. So right before coming UG, I married, and then I do have kind of your trip for 2 months with my wife. So that was great experience also. And yes, I could not put those kind of picture because I have to ask my wife, so is it okay? So, but later if I have a chance, then I can share some picture. But here, so something like this, it was during the my trip also I met many people and then travelers. And from there I could get the more stories, and then I also have some time to concern about my future or my goal or those kind of part as well. So, but it was very good refresh and a good time for preparing for my next step. So I really recommend you have kind of the short trip, but also if you could kind of save your money a little bit more, and then you can make this kind of one kind of long break to have a kind of long trip, kind of a week, 2 week trip, and it's a little bit different with a month trip. So from the 1 month trip, then you will see the more considering about your package or the kind of next stay or those kind of are also very kind of considerable things. Or if there's some kind of missing you train or missing flight, then also they make a trouble and they have to what you have to do next or those kind of part. I understand recently we can do those kind of part a little bit better because of the smartphone, but at the time that was kind of big issue. So anyhow, so those kind of part is what I experienced here. So now I can give you some tips. So at the point, I can tell you that please enjoy your college life, which means not just staying on the desk or not just staying in the library, not just staying inside. Please try to go outside and then make out what makes you happier or what you like more or what you want to do. Just try. Only you can do those kind of try during the college, kind of during the college. And then second part is I want to tell you that learn how to manage your time. Now, whenever I just enter the university, and then I just kind of the shock about the other students because we kind of have the most of time together, because attending class together, I mean, and then go for the library or meet the people together or join the events together. But after first exam, I shocked because all the people look like doing same thing, but some students got the 100, but some got only the 20, 30s. What happened? But they looks all the kind of work hard, but the score give you the difference. So what happened is each people has using their time differently. Some people just playing in sleep and that's it. But some people even playing, they do make some little short time, they do make something during that time as well. And they're own the skill to manage their time. So I always, after the first exam, I always see the other people or seniors or friends, how they using their time. And then from there, I adjust in my case, not just follow them, not just doing same as the others. I mean, from there, you may think about why they do set their schedule like that way. Then what makes kind of more efficient to your schedule? From there, something you can take, please take it. But if it's not kind of the acceptable or not different kind of the conditions, then do not follow to like others. That make you kind of the having harder, I mean, having hard time. So, and is you need to learn how to manage your life because up to the high school, we just follow the schedule, first class, second class, third class. But also you can choose the some specific subject only, but now college, you have to set everything yourself. And then from there, you have to have the responsible from your choose. So you need to learn about how to manage your time. And then if you kind of having hard time this semester, then you may think about during the break why they make this kind of result or why I feel more harder or those kind of from there you may kind of make some improvement for the next semester. So semester by semester, it's a kind of the good practice, manage your schedule and time, even the school life with the outside of your college life, also kind of family issues, all those kind of you need to kind of can manage yourself because no one can kind of advise to you as much as yourself because they have no idea about, I mean, that they cannot know fully understand your situation because they show only the on campus, they show you only the at the part-time job place or those kind of, they know only the part, even they can understand you when you explain about yourself, but it's a kind of the wording, right? Not the kind of it's the situation itself. So that's why whenever kind of manage or just make a plan for you, then you are the best person or you are the only one can understand 100%. So from the other people, you may get some idea, but not to kind of copy or mimic them. You can start the mimic, but you will find that it's not exactly yours. So you may need to the change kind of the make some updates yourself. And then next part is I really strongly recommend you make a travel during the college life. Only during the college, you can make this kind of time. After you graduating, you kind of enter some company or something like that, then you can have those traveling kind of the freely or more available time is whenever you change your job. So except that part, during the college life, you kind of fix the time, kind of the winter break or the summer break, something like long period of time. So you, for those kind of break, you just try to save more money and then go abroad or some make a make a long experience trip or travel or mainland or Europe or Asia, East Asia or wherever you want to go. So those kind of parts are very good time for travel. Why I just suggest you travel foreign country is whenever I go to the first foreign country trip, in that time, I kind of impressed about their trash can as well. Even it is the trash can, for me, it's very impressive because in the Paris, their trash can has some very nice curve at their subway station or something like that. So those kind of made me very nice, looks like very nice, and then they have the different kind of the how could I say their lifestyle is very different, and then food or what is there is a normal or is abnormal. From there, what I can learn is wherever you meet or when you face something, there's no natural. There's all the things has the reason. Even even with our food or kind of the here farm food or those kind of part, there's a reason because of this circumstances, weather or those kind of temperature. it give you the specific material, and from the material we can make what only the limited kind of the material, and then from there they generating the result. So that's why after you travel foreign countries, then I can understand that what is the better in this place, what is better in that place, but not just stop there, because and then you may think about why they gonna make this, or why they gonna more popular this on here, something like that way. So also, yes, some missionary student exchange also can be good way. I understand that. And then if I add one more comments about the student exchange, then about the student exchange, do not kind of make a plan. Okay, from the student exchange, I learn kind of this kind of part, or I try to learn about this kind of part. No, I believe that student exchange, if you could, from there, you enjoy that place for 3 months or for one semester, then it's the best. So for playing, or kind of, I'm gonna make a grade with the exchange student, go ahead. But I hope you get A grade on playing as well. Okay, so those kind of parts very good. And then the next part is about the find activities on campus or outside. So that means a little bit, how could I say, you are looking for some information a little bit more aggressively, not just staying here. Try to give me information, try to give me information. Do not say like this way. Try to keep searching and ask. If you have interest in specific area, then keep search and then ask the people who know about that part or something from there. Or for those activities, I just also suggest you to find some competitions, even international competition or competitions. It's good, but you don't have to award. If you got the award, that's the best. But even if you cannot get the award, it's a very good experience preparing and then know about that area, information, knowledge that extent you have better, and then get more experience, and it may help to your future life. And then lastly, I just put the ask yourself, what is the mean is actually everybody is kind of busy and then doing the quality assignments or some projects and also attending classes. And then some will do work or do part-time jobs, or some do some family issues there. But I understand everybody busy, but please have some time to think about yourself. Like, and it's what I kind of impressive, the question I got before is, what is, I mean, how to say, what does make, or no, when do you feel happy? Can you answer right away? Actually, when I got this question first time, I kind of some freeze. And then, okay, when I feel be happy, or something like those kind of questions make you think about more you. And then after the spending whole period, or after 10 years, or now, I can say that I'm getting know myself better. And after something happened, then you will feel that, oh, I was that kind of person, or I thought like this way. And then even even I thought I'm a person, but after that, I feel like, oh, I was not a person. I was kind of B person, something like that part. So yes, you may have kind of the think about yourself more, even there are your circumstances affect you a lot, but you may want to have some kind of the think about yourself, like a who who am I, who I am. So I like what's more about what, I don't like about what, those kind of part. Then if you like something, then please make your life do something more in your like things. So even that's why, enjoy your college life. That make you kind of feel much better how keep trying to do what you like. But for this, you have to know what you like. So lastly, I can't think like those kind of part, but finally also I want you to have those kind of time whenever you have time, like during the this break. So and then before I finish, actually I want to announce these two part after summer math research program and neuro research project. Actually, the due was already passed, but still there's one or two spots left. So if you have interest and if you have no plan during the summer, I really encourage you join this and having experience on research, actually in math research. They're gonna be the modeling problem on the abscol part topics correlates and regulates. So it will be you do gonna be differential equation with the game theory part. And then for the neuro part, you can also see the evolutionary game theory. And also in the coding theory, it's kind of in the algebra or number theory related. So you can see the interesting part on there as well. So please, if you are ever interested, just apply now, and then you will take the left seat. So okay, that's for all the my presentation and question. Actually, the picture is my baby is Ayla, and then you can raise it. Any questions? Yes. Thank you. Yes, I did part-time job, but I do just the private tutors because private tutor is kind of the high stipend. I have to say, I got. I mean, the in an hour efficiency is the part times is the most the best. So that's why I did that. And then other than that, I have no. I just teach math only for the my part time. And then for the summer program, yes. So those are just on campus. You have to visit on campus every day for 7 weeks. And then that it's with a very good experience. And then during the my master and then doctoral program, and then after the go to the graduate program, you may leave it your activity is a little bit narrow. So that's why for the like for the master related, I try to kind of go for the conferences if there's some chance. Also, but you have to aware that whenever you go for the conference, you may apply some scholarship or the travel grants, and then you can get the money, not for your money, those kind of part. You have to know about the apply the travel grants and they get the money and they use that to join the conference. Also, if you, what you need to do is just to study during the graduate. And then also I do, since I just stay at Albany, it's a kind of capital of New York State. So time to time, I just make time to go travel to the Niagara Falls, to the or Montreal or Boston or New York City. it's kind of the easy to aware. So time you may need to refresh it. So like if I stay in the grad school, the city, then it's kind of the stick to my mind is stick to the school. So that's why I try to kind of leave the city. Then I kind of the physically out of the town that give me more refreshing. So even here, also, if you kind of stay on campus, you keep staying fresh pressure to do, well, I have to do assignment, I have to kind of take the lecture or to listen to the lecture or something like that. In that time, I recommend you kind of be out of the campus without any electronics, something like that. Then give you the kind of the physically you kind of detach from the kind of those kind of stress, then that may help. And then you also need to have some time to have those kind of part. And another part about the linear algebra part. For the linear algebra, for the math, I always recommend you start from the refresh about the definitions. And then usually I understand that you're in the high school up to the high school math, it's calculation. So I want to say it's calculation, not math. So in the college level, actually from the linear algebra, in the class, that's most of the calculation, but at the beginning, we may always start from the define, and then even you understand the process because that's the calculation, but you have to understand why we start from there. And then, so usually how I start is I just write down all the kind of definitions first, and then see the each definition I understand fully means I can explain for each word. After that, you kind of matching one by one examples and see this means for what, kind of try to matching. And then I understand there's no problem to make a calculation if you understand the formula. So that's why you may start from the understanding formula and then apply. Then they'll be okay for there. And then for the final, I may give you more comments in class. And then how I apply to Guam is that's one of the reason is it's a kind of close to South Korea, actually. And then yes, honestly, actually, I apply my application in more than 200 places. But yes, but since South Korea is very close to here, so that was my one of the reasons. And then that's nice the weather because at the New York it's very cold. And now I just enjoying the hot weather, but yeah, keep I staying under AC. But yeah. Oh, and then whenever I go to grad school, actually the one of professor in the SUNY Albany visit the Korean University, and then I taking his class, and I kind of good relation with him. So he gave me acceptance letter with the scholarship. So scholarship effect to go to the SUNY Albany. Yes. Oh, meet my wife. Oh, okay. I can tell you that because I met my wife at New York City at first. Whenever my wife kind of make a week travel to New York City, and then we there is a one common friends. And then he introduced me, and then her kind of my friends gonna travel to New York City. And if you have some time, just to kind of have a dinner together once or something like that. Yeah. or not guide her, but that make us to meet first, and then there's some happenings, but it's kind of long story, so it's not good for now. But there are very kind of some thing happens, feel like oh, we are kind of destiny. So that make even we just met 2 3 times, and then she just came back to Korea, and I'm staying in New York State. But we kept kind of contact kind of by the messengers for 2 3 months, and then she made another trip, and then we gonna kind of develop our relationship, and then we decide to get married. I mean, marrying, and then like it takes the less than a year from the first meet and then to the marriage date. And then during the kind of almost 1 year, we kind of apart each other for the how many months? More than, it's kind of the 11 months, but among 8 9 months we are kind of the stay apart from the kind of long distance kind of date or long distance relationship at the there. And kind of we start to make a kind of physical date from here now. And then for the app score where research is it's the 7 weeks research program. So for the first 2 weeks, we're gonna have the general lecture from the for the some coding part or some mathematic part like the statistic or differential equation or some other area as well, which is kind of basic kind of lectures for the for 2 weeks. Then we're gonna decide the group and the small team and to start their own research from the third week. So we can keep from the third week, decide the topic, and then develop the from the research review to the attack the question or creating question, and then collect the data and attack the question to by using the data, and then up to the make a final presentation and the report. That happening kind of the 7 weeks. So at the beginning, you can enjoy the many kind of the stuff which is not learned from the class. So they're very enjoying, and then also you will see you can make a more than you expect. And you will enjoy more than you expect. So that's very nice. And also you will get the stipend as well. And save money and go for travel. Any other question? No more? Mm, I mean, I feel like Guam is kind of the no big change of the weather. That's kind of the kind of advantage of Guam, I think. And then how could I say the compared to the city is more competitive. And then like how could I say? I feel a little bit more open and then feel more comfortable from the from Guam. Oh, sorry. And then also what I get to sell. And then also what's better to drive, even there's no highway on Guam. And then I understand the kind of the road condition is not that good on Guam, I understand. But New York is worse 20 times, some places. So yeah, it depends. And then also, I feel a little bit more clean on here. And then what else? Usually the Hong Kong, there's no air pollution, so that's also a good aspect. And what else? But so far, whenever I just visit the Europe and then mainly, but I see the here it's more kind of more clean place. And then if I revisit some other than Guam, then I wish to revisit Switzerland again. That's nice. Or other than just where I didn't visit yet. Yeah. Yes. Usually whenever we write down our name in Korean, then we usually writing the family name first and then our first name later. Thank you, Katrina. Yeah, so yeah, you already saw that, right? This picture. Thank you for coming and joining the picture.
Yeah, so if you have any more questions, you may direct your questions to Dr. Choi through his email.
Oh, actually, the Liata method part, I didn't learn from my college. I know that method from my graduate school. Whenever I teach from the other students, I got the method. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that question. I believe the Liati thingy also helped me pass my Calc 2 class. But yes. If there are no more questions, I will be stopping recording. And if we can turn on our cameras so we can take a group screenshot, that'll be awesome. Thank you.